the void. Let its darkness fill you. All of you, feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
It is too far away.
It's to be a bar fight then. Good.
Test. Okay. So I've been muted. But I'm back now. And if we could replay everything I said about the dungeon, just pretend like you heard everything.
Mortals.
Time for happy hour. Another one.
Serve the bar patron.
Keep coming.
Apex, be careful with that Apex. I think that, yeah, Warlock got it first. Oh no, he didn't. Okay, so remember that the Apex this week, if you don't get it, it increases the enemy's damage done and reduces their damage taken. So right now he's taking 20% reduced damage and he's dealing 10% more damage because we missed one of the Apexes. So you want to be very careful with the Apex and make sure you're grabbing all of the Apex this week. If you grab the Apex, you do get a Mastery and Burst buff. Well, Mastery may not be good for every class, Burst is always good because it increases your survivability. Keg Smash. Remember Keg Smash is going to be your tank buster. You want to be careful with that Keg Smash cast.
Time for happy hour. Another one! Another one!
Thank you, Paladin.
Break it off!
28% left on the boss. Hello, Burrow. How have you been? Did you finish leveling your character the other day?
Break it off! Goes down smooth!
We are currently running this Pug 11 Cinderbrew Meadery. 5% left on the boss.
Goes down smooth!
not going that way.
Are you here to help? My zeal to
They
get
want
back
Eva
to
for
business
lust.
led to faulty reasoning.
Your pal here signed some papers he didn't read. And now Goldie Baronbottom is BEO of this
Okay,
joint.
fine. Go to Eva for lust.
Help me. Please get my meadery back, Outlander.
You guys better come out of this doorway. Got an ad on us. Hit 78. Hit 78 at 4 this morning. 8 levels was enough for me. Yeah, that's awesome. 78 is awesome. They want to go through this doorway for a hero timer.
Yes.
8 levels is really good for one day though, without any kind of
Feed on the void.
experience buff or anything.
Let its darkness fill you.
He says, I'm good. So you can actually mind soothe and skip these ads, but
It's too far away.
we're gonna go ahead and pull them. Because basically I just need time to start drinking, he says. So I don't know if you were here since the beginning of the key. But I was talking. My mic was just... my mic wasn't muted. The stream mic was muted. I wonder if you can skip these on the inside. You might be able to without ads following you. Careful not to get run over by the careless hobgoblin. Explosive brew.
Scrubbing after any shred of control.
Free samples. Make sure you're interrupting the free samples. Oh, and I meant to ask, what's your new character's name? Did you name your new character Burrow like your last character? Careful with the reckless delivery. Careful with those brew drops. Yeah, they are all for just use all key codes. Gotcha.
Yes. Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
Pulling all the brew drops together. Careful with the brew drops. Remember, when the careless hobgoblin dies, he is going to drop extra brew drops. You want to make sure you pick up all of the brew drops. Now, I would recommend pulling these guys out, just for your party's safety, just because it's going to be easier for your party generally if you pull them all out.
Yeah, but there'll be more of it.
Careful standing in the doorway like this. We have half our party inside, half our party outside. It's not going to be super easy for your healer to deal with. what I would recommend if you end up split like that is interrupting, or not interrupting, CCing the ads. CC the ads until everybody can get back together. Then once everybody is back together, you can go back to interrupting, CCing, and damaging. But if you can stop the damage from coming in, then the healer has a chance to catch up, especially if you split the party like we did. Somehow I missed both of the charging guys. That's kind of skilled. Careful that explosive brew. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I keep pulling extra or if they're pulling extra, but we did pull extra again this pull. Seems to be working for our party, so that's okay. Careful the explosive brew. Like the totems in the stone vault, you want to focus down those explosive brew as soon as you see them out.
Yes. Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
Watch those orbs. Don't forget that the Apex is actually important to get. You want to make sure you run and grab the Apex. We did miss one Apex, so right now the ads are dealing 10% increased damage and taking 10% reduced damage. And taking 10% less damage. So you want to make sure you pick up the Apex every time because it does put a damage buff on them. It's a 10% damage buff, but it also puts a damage... What's that called? It also makes you deal 20% less damage, so you definitely do not want that Apex to go off. You want to make sure if you see the Apex, you pick up the Apex.
Mortals. Scrabbling after any shred of control.
Tried to run that into the Warlock, I missed. Okay, we are gonna leave those ads in the corner. Hopefully the priest mind soothes them if we get too close. I think he will.
Elemental?
Right, pulling
Made
the
of
boss.
mead? Oh, my Cinderbrew! Rubians are wonderful, but I cannot process this.
Watch those circles. Make sure you're dodging all of the circles. Brew drops. Careful those brew drops. You want to make sure you focus down the brew drops as quickly as possible. As soon as you see the brew drops, you want to focus them down. Careful with the honey. 64% left on the Cinderbrew guy.
Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
And drops are back. I'm starting to feel like maybe I should have. Running cast. Brew drop. You want to make sure you focus down those brew drops. They do actually enrage. They do actually enrage if you don't focus them. Once the brew drops are dead, they'll start to absorb their honey again. After they've absorbed all of their honey, they reinflate and come back towards the boss.
After any shred of
You want to use any kind of CCs or slows you have to keep the brew drops from touching the boss. Good note, as a Death Knight, when he's spinning in a circle, if you are a Death Knight tank, you can Death Grip these brew drops away from him. Because while he's spinning in a circle, he's actually not going to... He's not going to follow you, so you can use your Death Grip or Abomination Limbs to pull the brew drops away from the boss. 23% left. On you, Beth. Okay, we're going straight across to the other side.
Hey! That meat elemental took months of R&D! You goody-goodies don't know who you're dealing with! You do any more damage, and I'll cash you out, you hear me?
Now, because we cleared most of this first hallway, I am going to pull it a little bit different. But that's just because we cleared most of the first hallway before we went over to the brew drop instead. Eva. We did proc purgatory, so be careful with our health. You want to make sure you're watching all of those circles during these pulls. None of the circles are good circles. You don't want to stand in any of them. The large circle that shows up around the hyena actually turns you into amber. So that one especially you want to be careful with and make sure you are not standing in it. Watch these bees. Don't forget that the bees sting you. Once they have stung you, you are going to be slowed significantly. They slow you by 2% the first time they sting you, and then they slow you more the more times they sting you. So you want to be very careful with bees.
Yeah.
Watch those circles.
All of you.
Honey
Feed
volley.
on the void.
Interrupt honey volley.
Let its darkness fill you.
You can't actually pull this guy into the next room. I'm just debating if the party will come. I don't know how I died. Melee, E-Venom. I don't know, I had no reason to die. That looked instant, whatever it was. Yeah, well it says that I got meleeed a bunch of times, which obviously I did because I had a lot of melee on me, right? But it says I healed that. It looks like the bee wrangler shot me with shoot at the same time honeybees stung me. So it looks like I might have gotten... Probably just because I pulled without everybody, I got all the mechanics on me, but still should not have killed me at one shot like that.
Mortal. I need to get closer. Scrabbling after any shred of control.
Hello, Sick Jet. And welcome to the stream. How are you? Did you time anything or run any dungeon raids the other day? Careful the frontal. Beeswax. No man. Okay. So we all have pets. So I am going to pull this. I was debating on letting my pet time out, but even if I let my pet time out, we still have all the Warlock's pets. So I think it's safer if we just pull this. We'll be farming Gallywix on... I wish you luck on that, Sick Jet. You have not gotten Gallywix's mount yet? How many times have you killed Gallywix now?
I need to target something first. It's too far away.
Yes. Feed. All of you. Feed on the void.
But yeah, 22 characters, that's a lot of characters. Hopefully you get it tomorrow.
I'm out of range.
Got any plans for this weekend? Technically, yes.
It's too far away.
The best for my bees. Hot honey coming at ya.
Careful with the bees.
Flap those wings, darling.
It's too far away.
Burns so sweet.
I have a lot of real life stuff to work on this weekend. So, we're gonna try to get some Raider IO in today so that we get some Raider IO before the weekend. Because we may not
Hot honey coming at ya.
get a chance to get any Raider IO this weekend, we'll see.
Get those wings pumping.
I need to
Now, I don't know if you farm mounts everywhere, if you just farm the raid mount, but did you know there's a mount in the Dark Flame Clef?
God snacks.
Make sure you're using the bees to pop the honey
Flap those
canisters.
wings, darling. Hot honey coming at ya.
If the honey canisters are not destroyed, the next time that that bank calls down bees, he will actually call down extra bees on the honey canisters that were left behind.
Yes.
You want to make sure that you destroy all of the honey canisters every time the honey canisters appear.
Get those wings pumping.
It's too far away.
The best for my bees.
45% left on the boss.
Hot honey coming at ya.
Get all these off our healer.
Flap those wings, darling. Burns so
We do have a battle res. We're gonna battle res that guy. His name is Rizzle.
eating time. Hot honey coming at ya.
2. There are a lot of bees everywhere.
Get those wings pumping.
And be very careful with these bees.
Burns so
Again, use these to destroy the canisters. If you don't destroy enough canisters, the next time the boss summons down new canisters, he will summon them down with extra bees.
got snacks for ya. Hot honey
So you want to make sure you jump on the back of the bees and crash them into the canisters as soon as you see the canisters up. And after we kill the bees.
The beasties. Now.
We should use them to make a beeline to Goldie's office. Come back to the taps to use them.
Well, that was smart. I didn't know you could jump up the canisters like that. Apparently you can jump up the canisters, you don't have to take the stairs and risk pulling the guys on the left.
Take out my bomb man, my prototype, and my beekeeper. And now you're riding my bees like some nature-loving weirdo? I guess I'm gonna have to show you and your rock-headed friend who's boss!
That's actually kind of funny.
I need to get closer.
Hey, hold on, let me move the party chat so you guys can see this. So the DPS is trying to kill the tank. So they're all laughing at each other because they did not take out any of those canisters. That's a little bit funny.
Too far away.
Yes. Feed
Careful with the ads.
all of
You want to make sure you kill the ads one
Feed
ad at a
on the
time.
void.
Now, I would
Let its
recommend,
darkness
and-
fill you.
in a pug group, I would recommend if you're the guy marking the ad, just whatever the next ad you mark, just mark the next ad you auto-target. Because if you add, usually everybody auto-targets the same ad. So most likely everybody's already doing damage to the ad that you're targeting. So even if you look and you're like, well, that guy had lower health, and you're trying to mark the other guy, I would recommend marking the ad that you auto-targeted after the phase, or after the first one died.
I need to get closer.
Ads are almost dead. We have 3 minutes left, so we might time this. I'm hoping we time this, because this would actually be a Raider IO increase, which would be awesome.
Mortal,
60% left.
scrabbling after any shred of control.
Watch those circles.
Far away.
Don't forget that the ads are going to jump onto the circles, so you want to make sure you do not stand inside the circles.
Alright, you may have gotten my employees, but now you're dealing with the
Okay, we have 3 minutes on the key, and I want to say this is a 3-minute fight. We're starting with just under 3 minutes. We should be okay, but we will see. Careful those barrels. You want to make sure you're focusing your circles on the barrels with the fire coming out of the inside. The barrels with the fire coming out of the inside are the ones you want to blow up with the fast cannon and or your own personal circles. The reason that you want to focus those down with your circles is because as soon as they die, they actually throw lava, or what is it called? They throw Cinderbrew out of them. So you want to be very careful with that.
Healing is my business, and it's booming!
Yes. Feed
Okay, we're gonna start over.
all of
You target
you. Feed on the
target the barrels with the fire coming out from the inside.
For you!
The reason you target the barrels with the fire coming out of the inside is because those barrels leave a dot on the party. The dot that they leave on the party deals a lot of damage. During Baron Bottom's AoE phase, if she blows up all of the barrels, the party will almost instantly die from the dot. So you want to make sure you spread out the damage so that the healer is able to heal through all of the dots. And the best way to do that is just to use your cash cannon or the circles around each individual player to blow up the barrels with the fire coming out. Cash cannon. Make sure you're using a defensive. Gonna be close? Yeah, it's gonna be close, but I think we've got this. Let it heal. Be careful to let it heal.
Feed all of you. Feed.
Just for you!
30% left on the boss. Watch the fire. I gotta figure out the sand lead build so I can do a little more damage.
Cashing out!
Cash cannon. Watch that cash cannon.
Boom time!
31 seconds. 17% left on the boss.
Too far away.
11 seconds. Use our potion. Our good potion. Three,
Healing is my business,
two.
and it's booming!
What?
Come on.
Risk averse market.
Oh. No. No, it says we timed it.